Hello YouTube, this is Corbin22 here, and welcome back to another single ship discussion for Star Wars X-Wing miniatures. In this series we take a look at single ship builds and discuss the competitive viability in the Star Wars X-Wing miniatures game. For tonight's episode, we are looking at the Incom T-70 X-Wing flown by Red Ace. The Incom T-70 X-Wing, is the X-Wing that is shown in the Star Wars The Force Awakens, and is the go-to ship for the Resistance pilots during their fight against the First Order. It sports four upgraded fuel thrust engines, has this, the classic four lasers on its wingtip. The S-rails open in a very interesting manner. They open up in a scissor kind of formation. It's really interesting, and has a bit of a smaller back end right here, so it's hard. It makes it a bit harder for it to hit from behind. Has a larger canopy as well, and a more exposed Astromech, I can tell here. But overall, it's a better ship. It has better firepower, better defensive capabilities, and better speed than its original counterpart. And we're going to be looking at one of the pilots that flies one of these ships, and that is tonight we're looking at Red Ace. Coming in at a pilot skill of 6, he flies the Incom T-70 X-Wing fighter for the Resistance. He has the standard stats for a T-70 X-Wing. He has attack value of 3, agility value 2, hull value 3, shield value 3. He can take on the focus, target lock, and boost actions. He costs 29 squadron points, and is able to take a warhead upgrade, an astromech upgrade, and a tech upgrade. His pilot ability states, the first time you remove a shield token from your ship each round, assign one evade token to your ship. So Red Ace's ability is interesting. He is allowed to take an action that he normally cannot take in his action bar. The first time he loses a shield, you give him a free evade token, which is pretty handy when it comes to action economy. Because you lose a shield, at least one shield, you'll get that evade action for the next attack, which grants you better survivability for the next round. And this applies at the beginning of this applies every round. So the first time you lose a shield each round, as long as you have shields, then yeah, you get that free evade, and of course you can use that evade however you wish. It also helps, like I said, it gets better action economy. I mean, like, you can take an action that's normally not listed as not listed in action bar, which you can kind of ease up a bit on the focuses and focus more on your target locks and boosts. However, just in case he does, in order to ensure that he keeps his shields and keeps abusing that ability of his, for his Astromech, we've gone with R2-D2, a classic R2-D2 from the old trilogy and the prequel trilogy as well. It comes at a cost of 4, and it states, after executing a green maneuver, you may recover 1 shield up to your shield value. So that means with R2, as long as you keep making green maneuvers, your shields will remain intact, and you can keep using Red Ace's ability to your discretion. It also helps that the T-70 X-Wing has more green maneuvers than its counterpart. I think it has like 5 green maneuvers as opposed to the original X-Wing having 4. I think all of its speed 1s are green. Its speed ahead 2 and 3 are greens as well. So it has the same, I believe it has the same kind of green maneuvers as the E-Wing. Might be a little bit less, might be different placements or different speeds. But with R2-D2, as long as you keep making those green maneuvers, you'll keep your shields intact, as well as with the amount of green maneuvers that the T-70 has, it'll be easier for you to keep on your opponent's tail, while of course keeping your shields intact. Now, for his tech upgrade, it does something a little differently. In order to ensure that he keeps that evade token, just the off chance you don't need to use it, I've gone with a comm relay. It's a tech upgrade that came with the TIE FO fighter expansion. It comes in at a cost of 3, and it states, you cannot have more than 1 evade token. During the end phase, do not remove any unused evade tokens from your ship. So for a cost of 3, if you would take an evade action or assign an evade token, you can't have any more than that 1, but as long as you don't use it, then you get to keep it. So it's treated like a target lock, so to speak. Or if you have, like, say, the Moldy Crow onto a Hawk 290, you don't discard your focuses. This one treats it a bit the same, but you can only have 1 evade token at a time. So this is handy because Red Ace's ability allows you to take a free action every time you lose a shield. Every time you lose a shield the first time each round. Comms Relay allows you to keep that just in case you don't ever have to use it and instead have to use a focus token instead. This is actually especially handy in if you decide to opt out R2-D2 with R5P9, because R5P9 offers the same kind of shield repairing ability, but you need a focus at the end of the round in order to do so. With Comm Relay, and when you take your evade action, it kind of helps, it gives you more flexibility when you're trying to evade enemy shots, because you don't have to perform green maneuvers just to stay on your tail. You just need a focus token. So pretty much you're not limited to you're not as limited as you are with R2-D2 here, but R2-D2 has better, you have a better chance of recovering your shield should you decide to stick with this build. In case the off chance that you lose all your shields and start taking hull damage, that's where the new modification that came with the T-70s comes in. It is the integrated Astromech. For a cost of 0, and it's an X-Wing only modification, it states, when you are dealt a damage card, you may discard one of your Astromech upgrade cards to discard that damage card without resolving its effect. This applies to both regulars and critical hits. So that means, if you start taking hull damage, for a cost of 0, you basically get a free hull upgrade for the X-Wings. Because you flip over or discard your Astromech, and that negates the damage entirely for that one damage. So if you're about to take, say you have 1 shield and 3 hull left, you take a hit from an advanced proton torpedo that's going to kill you. Take a hit from, like, say, an advanced torpedo, from a proton torpedo that's going to kill you. You lose your shield, and of course you take 3 hull damage afterwards. You would die. With the integrated Astromech, you can flip over your Astromech, spare yourself that 1 damage that could kill you, and keep your T-70 in the fight. Of course, it does kind of hinder Red Ace a little bit if you decide to do so, but desperate times call for desperate measures, in my opinion. So, yeah, this is how I would field Red Ace into the field with integrated Astromech, R2-D2, and Comm Relay. The warhead is optional. You don't need to put on a warhead. But if you ever want to increase firepower to go with your action economy, then yeah, I definitely put out, like, I don't know, an advanced torpedo, proton torpedo, flechette torpedo, pretty much any torpedo you can put onto the T-70. But yeah, this is how I would field Red Ace. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Any constructive criticism is greatly appreciated. If you like, you may use this build for any competitive or casual play, or if you want, you can tweak it or revamp it to your own specifications. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Corbin22, signing off.